cause statement?
Yes.
Okay, I had a chance to review that this morning. I did find probable cause to have answered these charges. Ms. Carmody, well, let me first say, you have the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney. You have the right to call witnesses, have witnesses testify on your behalf, and the right to an appeal after a trial. At this point, do you plan on retaining an attorney, or do you want me to appoint one for you?
You could appoint one, please, Judge.
Okay. So presumptively, I will assume you qualify for court-appointed counsel. You'll need to fill out an application to do so for that to be formalized. So I will appoint the Office of Public Defense to represent you. I'll ask Mr. Brasher his position on your release.
Your Honor, the state is not requesting that any bail, but we are requesting, Your Honor, that for an IID device, even though this is not within the statutory 7 years for sentencing purposes, this is her third DUI arrest. And so for that reason, we're asking for the IID as well as a reporting to offender services once a week.
Ms. Avery, having temporarily at least assigned your office to represent Ms. Carmody, I'll ask your response to that.
Judge, we would also request the PR release and no objection to reporting to offender services 1 day a week. She doesn't have the ability to pay bail if one were to be imposed. She does get food stamps and state health insurance. Those DUIs are there, but they're old. The newest one is from 2008. I think the offender services reporting requirement, which she and I went over, would alleviate any concern for that. She also doesn't have the ability to pay any bail, but she does have a good phone number, email, and the ability to come to court via Zoom. She lives in Ridgefield.
Okay. So based upon all of that, I will PR Ms. Carmody. Ms. Carmody, just to be clear, if you're going to drive a motor vehicle, you'll need to have an ignition interlock device attached to that as a condition of your release. You also need to report to offender services 1 time per week. I believe at this point that's basically done either over the phone or via Zoom as opposed to in person, but you will receive conditions of your release that require that. I will ask you also to fill out the application for court-appointed counsel based on Ms. Avery's representation. It sounds like you would indeed qualify, so I don't see there being an issue with that. We just need to have that formally filed with the court. And then I'm going to ask the clerk for a pretrial date.
Let's do March 1st at 1 p.m.
Which courtroom?
It's gonna be Bar 5.
Okay, so you're going to receive notice as well of a pretrial date of March 1st at 1 o'clock. That'll be in courtroom number 5. It'll be via Zoom like we're doing now. But what you'll need to do prior to that date is make contact with the Office of Public Defense and meet with your assigned attorney. We'll see you back here at that time. Do either parties have any questions or concerns at this point?
No, I'll just tell Ms. Carmody, if you call my office, we can give you the phone number for offender services once you're released. Nothing else, Your Honor.
Okay, and you will be provided the number for the Office of Public Defense, so you'll be able to contact them and then make sure you check in once a week. Either file a document that says you're not driving a motor vehicle or proof of the installation of the interlock device, and that would need to be done. Let's look at a calendar real quick.
With her reporting to offender services, they will manage a timely manner for her to be.
Okay, so I'm not going to set a date at this point for you to have the interlock device installed, but when you contact offender services, they will monitor to make sure that one of those 2 things has occurred. Ms. Carmody, do you have any questions at this point?
No, I did finish out that paperwork. And right now my car was the only one damaged, so I won't be driving till I can.
Okay, there's a document you can fill out that just says you won't be driving. Otherwise, we need proof of the interlock installation. Unless you're being held on something else, you'll be released today, and then make contact with your attorney's office, and we'll see you back here on March 1st.
Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.
Okay, thank you, everybody. I believe that concludes this docket.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Your Honor.